Hey everyone. So hopefully we did those word problems at the start of our day, and then we took some notes on exponent rules, as well as filled out kind of a grid of good to know exponents. And that's just, it's going to help us out with solving at the start here. I also just think they're kind of valuable to know. And that's basically kind of the most common powers of 2, 3, 4, and 5, including some negatives in there. And we're going to see kind of right away here, why it ends up being beneficial to know some of those or to be able to recognize some of those. So this is going to be a super quick video and kind of compose the remainder of your work today, which is just page 1. So this is just page 1 of this packet. So you'll see 3.2 solving exponential equations. We're just going to go through page 1 today, and then kind of I'll introduce page 2 tomorrow and potentially highlight why I paused there, because it ends up being pretty different learning. So this says use your powers organizer, which was, those completed notes that are linked on our calendar. And we're going to use those to solve these equations. So solving these equations is no different than how we've been solving some stuff all year, and that is to try to first isolate this term, this exponential term, and then we basically have just a problem that we can hopefully solve in our heads. So here I'm going to start by dividing by 4 on both sides of this expression. Sent you for a ride. So here, if I divide by 4, I'm left with 2 to the x equals 128 divided by 4 is 32. And now I just have basically a thought experiment of 2 to the what power is 32. And again, you can use this graphic organizer if you need to. If you know what that is already, that's great. But on that organizer, we should be able to see that 2 to the 5th power is 32. There's no great way of kind of reversing that in your head. So if I needed to figure out 3 to the what power is 1,000, it's a difficult task to do in your head. You have to kind of brute force it. We will learn about an operation that can do that for us immediately, but for right now we're just going to use that graphic organizer that we have and just kind of general intuition. So on the right hand side, I'm going to isolate my exponential component to this first, which is 3 to the x. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And then I'm left with the equation, or the thought experiment. 3 to the what power is going to be 27. So that is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 3 to the 3rd power, is going to give me 27. So these are my answers to these equations that I have just solved. What you're going to be doing is practicing just some of those quick solving skills with exponentials using your organizer. There is this one problem here, but again, you're just going to be stopping after page 1. So by the end of the day, we should have those opening salvo, basically, of word problems with growing or shrinking by a certain percentage. And then you've got the completed exponent notes on that graphic organizer. And here we're just going to be completing page 1 of this solving exponentials, which was 3.2. All right, and then you're going to be all set for or prepared for tomorrow. Thanks.